All right, you guys. So it appears that Shawn Kemp is a victim of political grandstanding, as basically he was charged for an incident that happened at a shopping mall in which he tried to recover his property, in which basically the assailants fired at him, with a weapon, and he fired back in self-defense. So basically what happened is he's facing felony charges for, firing a weapon in public and all this stuff. Now, before you come on here and saying, well, other people could have been harmed, well, they wasn't. And he was defending himself and nobody else was hit. But what's going on in Washington State, they're basically trying to make an example out of him at his expense. This is one of these situations where basically it appears that the state of Washington and the city of Seattle, because I think he was in the Seattle area, is basically trying to set an example about how anti-gun they are by basically dragging Shawn Kemp's name through the mud. Now, in case you guys don't know, about a month and some change ago, Shawn Kemp lost his cell phone. It was stolen from his vehicle. And I guess what happened was he tracked the cell phone and he located the area where his stolen cell phone was. And basically, he tried to confront the guys or confront the assailants, and basically they fired a weapon at him and he shot back in self-defense, which he has a right to do. So basically he was taken into custody. He was held overnight. He was released and no charges were filed. And it looks as if basically they were going to just say he acted in self-defense, no harm, no foul. That's pretty much it. So now they have decided to charge him. And he is looking at jail time. Now, they recently just passed a law in the state of Washington banning assault rifles. Now, the weapon in question that they're saying Shawn Kemp had was some kind of revolver, like a 357. But basically what's going on, the lawmakers out there who are hell-bent on basically, violating people's Second Amendment rights, are basically trying to use Shawn Kemp as an example. Well, we don't care how famous somebody is. No, this is pretty much the same thing what happened with Snoop Dogg many years ago with the incident. If I'm not mistaken, that happened somewhere in the Los Angeles area. I don't know if it was in Snoop's hometown of Long Beach, California, where basically there was a guy that was threatening Snoop, and basically he went to get a weapon, and basically Snoop Dogg's bodyguard at the time, who had a license to carry, basically shot the dude, and he deleted him. And it was clearly a case of self-defense. It was an open and shut case of self-defense, and the DA decided to trial Snoop Dogg and his bodyguard for murder when it was clearly self-defense. But this is what they do. And to say that this doesn't have anything to do with Shawn Kemp's skin color, of course it does. It always comes down to color. You've seen so many incidents where a dude that isn't even as famous as Shawn Kemp, who just happened to be the right skin color, pretty much reacts in the same way, no harm, no foul. It was in self-defense. But yet they're trying to drag Shawn Kemp's name through the mud. More than likely, the media is going to pick this up, and then they're going to have these goofy round tables about people trying to be gangsters and all that goofy stuff, because when it comes to these type of situations, they brand black men in a different type of way they may brand somebody else. This has been going on pretty much forever. It's not about who has, you know what I'm saying? It isn't about having a weapon, it's who has the weapon and what do they look like. And unfortunately, Shawn Kemp well, is under the complexion protection program. And then not to mention that he is like around 6'9", 6'10". So, the intimidating black man. And like I said, do not come on here trying to say this isn't about color. It always is in these situations. Shawn Kemp shouldn't be charged. And like I said before, this public humiliation that they're trying to induce Shawn Kemp with, Shawn Kemp should beat this case. And if I'm Shawn Kemp, I'm going to file $100 million lawsuit against the state of Washington, because this is just BS. Like I said, the state of Washington is grandstanding, and they're just trying to use Shawn Kemp as an example to push their clearly Second Amendment violation views. So that's unfortunate for Shawn Kemp. I will be keeping an eye on this case as more information comes out. But yeah, I don't like this at all. This is BS. Anyway, it's your boy Tam Biz. I'm out.